Someone had said to you in 2013 when you first split, wait a decade. This is the man that you're going to marry and have a baby with. How would you have reacted?
Are you crazy?
Somebody needs to go and do a wellness check on Shantel. Shantel Jackson, is that her name? I think she went by Miss Jackson. Well, before I get into this, congratulations to Nelly and Ashanti. TMZ said that they've been married for 6 months.
So, according to the rumors, Shantel is brokenhearted. And so this weekend, she started posting, shall I say, risque videos.
Nobody expected this to go left the way it did. Just when fans were still trying to process the shock of Ashanti quietly becoming Mrs. Nelly, another twist hit the timeline that had people clutching their phones.
That works out for you. You should do it. I don't go back. I don't go backwards. So.
Because instead of keeping things classy and silent, Ashanti decided to speak without really speaking at all. And if you know Ashanti, you know when she throws shade, it's wrapped in a smile, a laugh, and just enough sweetness to make it sting harder. See, secret weddings already make people feel some type of way. Folks feel left out, blindsided, almost betrayed. Like, wait.
We're ready.
So you think sooner than later?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, we're both extremely busy, obviously, with the baby coming. You know, everything else kind of takes a back seat. I do know what month I want it to be. I'm not telling yet.
Okay.
But I do know what month I want it to be.
Do you want to be pregnant at your wedding?
I do not.
Okay, so baby will come first, and then you'll tell.
Y'all been married this whole time and didn't tell us? But what nobody expected was Ashanti seemingly mocking Shantel Jackson right after the news dropped. And that's when the comments went crazy, because this wasn't just about love anymore. This was about history, jealousy, old wounds, and a woman who feels like she finally won.
Do you have a vision for that day? Like, will it be big, classic Ashanti, you know, fashion and glam, or do you want to do something a little more scaled back, intimate, family only?
I think it's gonna be a combination of fashion, glam, Caribbean vibes. Like, I have to have like a beach and ocean and.
But here's the twist. This story didn't start with a wedding. It didn't start with a post. It didn't even start with Shantel. This drama has been building for years, quietly simmering under the surface, waiting for the right moment to explode. And when it finally did, oh, it exploded loud. Ashanti and Nelly's love story has always been complicated. From the outside, people saw chemistry, music, red carpets, and matching smiles.
He talked about Shantel for a long time, and it was like, move on. Okay, so Shantel starts dating Nelly, and she's saying that Nelly is the love of her life. Okay? But it didn't go as smoothly as when he dated.
But behind closed doors, things were messy. Their relationship went through breakups, rumors, cheating allegations, and long stretches of silence that made fans assume it was truly over. For years, Ashanti held her tongue. She didn't drag him publicly, she didn't do interviews exposing details. Instead, she let the music talk and the time pass.
The least you can do is stay out the public. If you're not sure, shut up. Don't go riding hard for your man because you weren't there. You don't know.
Nelly, on the other hand, moved on in a very visible way. Enter Shantel Jackson. Beautiful, confident, outspoken, and not afraid to claim her man. Shantel wasn't just a rebound. She was with Nelly for years, long enough to believe marriage was coming, long enough to defend him when other women accused him of cheating, long enough to fight public battles for a man she believed would be her forever.
My ex and I, we didn't end on bad terms, and
your ex being Nelly, right?
My ex being Nelly, yes.
Because y'all were together for like what? How many years, Shantel?
7 years. We were together for 7 years.
That's a long time. And we didn't even know that y'all had broke up. I'm just being, because you know I'd be like looking, and we didn't know what happened. Do you care to share?
And him being on the road, me being on the road less with him, we started to grow apart, and it just became an issue with, you know what are we doing? What are we gonna do? And
so it's a break, essentially.
Yeah, you can say that.
And that's what made the ending hurt worse. Because when Nelly walked away, he didn't just leave quietly. He eventually circled right back to Ashanti, the same woman people thought was ancient history, the same woman fans assumed he fumbled for good. And while Shantel tried to play unbothered, the cracks started showing. Little comments, little captions, little moments that screamed, "I'm not over this." Ashanti watched all of this from a distance, quiet, calm, unproblematic.
So hot. Am I single? Yes, I'm single and ready to mingle. My nationality, I am American Indian, black, and white. Let's see this. They said, what advice do you have for someone that went back to somebody they really loved? I mean, if that works out for you, you should do it. I don't go back. I don't go backwards. So
Until suddenly, she wasn't. Fast forward to the secret marriage bombshell. Legal documents surfaced showing Ashanti and Nelly had been married for months. No big announcement, no wedding photos, no exclusive interviews. Just boom, paperwork don't lie. And fans were shocked but happy. Many felt like this was fate finally correcting itself. Childhood crushes reunited, old flames rekindled, soulmates finding their way back.
See, I just want to make sure y'all really understand exactly what I'm saying, because I've been betrayed before, publicly at that.
Nelly!
Word. I just want to make sure y'all feel it. Everything I gave, all along we made, never should have took place.
But Shantel? Yeah, she wasn't celebrating. Around the same time the marriage news spread, Shantel posted content that fans immediately clocked as shade. Motivational quotes about moving forward, comments about not going backwards. Subtle but loud enough for anyone paying attention. And that's when Ashanti responded. Not directly, but indirectly.
Why did you think that this was absolutely not the person and the journey for you?
I mean, I guess when you go through a breakup, for me personally, I kind of just shut that person out. You know, kind of like, okay, that chapter is closed and you just move on, you know, and there's nothing there, you know, like, and it's so funny.
And sometimes indirect is worse. Ashanti hopped online glowing, laughing, unbothered, posting captions that felt intentional, songs that felt pointed, moments that felt like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. One post in particular had fans screaming because it felt like a quiet clapback. No names, no tags, just vibes and confidence, and the kind of happiness that makes someone else's pain feel invisible.
Thank for reaching out. Who reached out to who?
Oh my God.
That we now have to thank for this baby.
We have to thank Versus, we have to thank Fat Joe.
You're engaged and now expecting a baby.
Oh God, overjoyed. All of them was just like, yeah!
What nobody expected was how personal it felt. Because to Shantel, this wasn't just about losing a man. This was about investing years, defending someone publicly, being dragged by strangers online, only for that same man to marry his ex in secret. That kind of pain doesn't just disappear. And when Ashanti appeared to mock the situation, intentionally or not, it reopened wounds that never healed. But here's where it gets complicated. Ashanti also has her own scars. Years of being cheated on, years of being humiliated quietly, years of being painted as the woman who couldn't keep him. She watched another woman step into her place and live the life she thought was meant for her. So when the tables turned, when fate spun the block and she ended up with the ring, that confidence wasn't just shade, it was survival. Still, fans were split. Some said Ashanti was wrong for mocking Shantel. They felt like it was unnecessary, petty, and hurtful. Others argued that Ashanti earned this moment, that she stayed silent for years while people disrespected her relationship, her loyalty, and her pain. And now that she finally won, she deserved to celebrate loud. But here's the thing nobody wants to admit. Both women lost at some point.
Sean, how much time you need? I'm gonna need about 9 months.
Springfield, Illinois, and then San Diego, California. So after San Diego, are you gonna go meet him in Vegas? We have a break for about 45 days.
All right, Sean, you're gonna do GMA, The Today Show, Access Hollywood, and ET. Apple, Spotify, and Pandora. And then don't forget about the photo shoot.
For the photo shoot, I definitely need to be like ocean vibes, beach.
Yeah, Ashanti.
That's why I was asking the demo.
It's not the volume's easy. Thing is this. There's an intro to that. So like to cut and splice that with, because remember, it's going mono in their ears. The click is coming left and like the track is coming on the right. To do that and splice that at this 11th hour is gonna be difficult.
Perfect. All right, guys, 10, 15 minutes, showtime. Yo, Sean, I got 10 to 15 minutes to walk on the stage. Hey, Sean, showtime. How much time you need?
Sean, come on there, Betty. Babe, you in the booth? We pregnant! You ain't know. I'm about to actually go on stage, which is crazy. Love you. Bye. Sean, how much time you need? I'm gonna need about 9 months.
Shantel lost a future she thought was guaranteed. Ashanti lost time she can never get back. And Nelly? He walked away from both chapters unscathed, smiling, married, and unbothered. That's usually how it goes. As the internet kept digging, old interviews resurfaced, old quotes, old lyrics. Fans connected dots that painted an even messier picture. Ashanti once spoke about betrayal without naming names. Shantel once spoke about loyalty without feeling appreciated. And suddenly, this secret marriage wasn't just romantic, it was triggering. Because what does it say when a man leaves one woman, hurts her deeply, then marries another quietly? Does love justify the pain left behind? Or is this just another case of history repeating itself with different players? Emotionally, this situation hit hard. Shantel reportedly pulled back from social media for a bit. Less posting, less engagement. Meanwhile, Ashanti looked happier than ever. Glowing, pregnant, married, and finally living the life she once only dreamed about. And that contrast? Yeah, it was loud. Friends, fans, and even celebrities weighed in indirectly. Some praised Ashanti's growth. Others questioned the timing of her posts. The energy felt tense, like one wrong move could turn this into a full-blown public feud. But instead of exploding, it simmered, which somehow made it worse, because silence can be louder than shouting. For Ashanti, this marriage symbolized closure, a full-circle moment, proof that love can return when the timing is right. For Shantel, it symbolized replacement, a reminder that loyalty doesn't always guarantee commitment, and emotionally, that's devastating. Family dynamics shifted too. People who once supported Shantel quietly distanced themselves. Meanwhile, Ashanti's circle rallied harder than ever. And in Hollywood, perception is everything. Being seen as the wife changes how people treat you, how they respect you, how they protect you. And then there's the fans. Some fans dragged Shantel, telling her to move on. Others defended her, reminding everyone she was once promised forever too. And Ashanti's supporters, they were loud, posting throwbacks, celebrating destiny, calling it karma. But karma is tricky because it doesn't always feel fair to everyone involved. As the dust settles, one thing is clear. This wasn't just a love story. It was a cautionary tale about timing, about ego, about choosing the wrong moment to let someone go, and about how public relationships leave public scars. Ashanti mocking Shantel, whether intentional or not, became a symbol of that final chapter closing. A quiet reminder that life doesn't always reward patience the way we expect. Sometimes it rewards silence. Sometimes it rewards survival. And as for Shantel, healing takes time, especially when the world is watching you lose. But healing also brings clarity, and clarity brings power. So now the question isn't who won. The real question is, was the price worth it? Because love found its way back for Ashanti, but pain found a new home for Shantel. And somewhere in between, a secret marriage changed everything. What do you think? Was Ashanti wrong for throwing subtle shade, or was this just her finally reclaiming her happiness? Drop your thoughts below, because this conversation is far from over.